MercadoFitnessTV, the Fitness Business Channel.
Hello, my name is Ray Algar. I'm the Managing Director of UK-based Oxygen Consulting. I just wanted to tell you a story about a new project I've recently launched called Gymtopia. And Gymtopia is an idea that I had when I was at the URSA Brazil conference in 2012. And after giving my presentation, I was approached by Richard Bilton, who's the president of CA Atletica in Brazil. They have a chain of health clubs. And Richard was telling me that as well as running a chain of private health clubs, they also have a charitable foundation that does what we would describe as social impact work. So they use the charity and they work with members to deliver community impact good. They do good work in the communities in which they operate health clubs. And Richard was telling me about a recent project where gym members were asked to bring in their old gym shoes. So at the point where they were about to just throw them in the bin, instead of throwing them away, members were asked to bring them into the club, and the club would then take the shoes, clean them and deliver them to a local charity so the shoes could be put to a second good use. And as Richard was telling me this story, I thought it was very interesting and an idea that other clubs around the world could simply take up. But the problem I had is that I was in Brazil and I couldn't really see how a story like this would spread outside of Brazil. And so at that point I had the idea of developing a digital platform. Simply, it's quite a clever website called Gymtopia that now brings together all these social impact stories that gyms around the world are doing. And we put them in one place with the idea being that other gyms and anyone connected to the global health and fitness industry can come along and read inspiring projects and think, I could actually start this project for myself in my club. And all we're simply doing is using the power of the members. As clubs get bigger, they actually become quite influential. I'm not quite sure that gyms realise sometimes that as they get bigger, they in themselves become quite large influential communities. And so you simply ask that community of members and staff from time to time to just look at some social impact project, a community impact project where you can actually go and do some good. You can fix a small problem that you see. You simply point your members off and say, look, for just this one day or one moment, let's give some money or donate some clothes or just fix a problem. And so I simply invite people to come along, have a look at Gymtopia. The website address is gymtopia.org. There's no cost to submit projects. You just simply load up the story following a framework, a structure, and then the story gets published and the story will then spread. So just think about that. You could be working on an interesting social impact project in Argentina and suddenly the story gets curated, gets collected on Gymtopia and then just starts to spread globally. And imagine how good you guys would feel that your members in one part of the world have just inspired other gyms in other parts of the world to start a project that you guys started.
MercadoFitnessTV, the Fitness Business Channel.